Thank you for joining me today on a quick conversation involving investor qualification levels. First and foremost, they're a type of consumer protection. They're created by a series of government acts going back to 1933 and Reg D regulations and enforced by the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, or the SEC for short. Although most investors understand what a stock is or bond is and certain types of mutual funds, as net worth grows, typically the complexity and availability of more complex investment rises. Complex investments such as private equity, private credit, private real estate, market-linked investments, advanced option strategies, hedge funds, the list goes on. So with that, the SEC gave us some guidelines as to which hurdles people need to meet in order to be able to purchase different types of funds. The three types of funds are accredited investor, qualified client, and qualified purchaser. Let's start with the first one and the lowest hurdle, accredited investor. Accredited investor is pretty easy to understand. It's an individual or a couple with either $200,000 or $300,000 respectively in income for 2 years in a row. Their net worth should exceed $1 million, excluding their primary residence, so you can't count the equity in your home. And any entity, a business, a foundation, endowment, needs to have $5 million in assets in order to qualify. The second hurdle, qualified client, is someone with a net worth of $2.2 million or more. There is no income requirement, excluding their primary residence again, and $1.1 million in assets under management with the advisor they choose to purchase the next investment with. The third is a qualified purchaser. It's any individual with $5 million or more in investable assets or a business with $25 million or more. They also have access to certain types of funds that are so complex they normally wouldn't be allowed. As these hurdles grow, think of them as being less liquid and more complex investments. With that, if you want to understand what your qualification levels are, how they affect you, and what investments are available to you in those qualifications, please contact us here.